Welcome back, dear lizard friends. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. We are in the sewers of Malmut. We are going to try to save Malmut. I don't know, free Malmut, whatever. I have no idea what is the right term in this case. We are now heading to the next district, but before we do that, I really want to go talk to that woman about your brother. To see what this where this leads us to. I guess we have to find the brother at some point. So I really want to do that now. Find out if there's anything we can do. I'm not really that sure where she was at, to be honest. It was somewhere here in the wilds. But because we cleaned out everything already, it can't be too hard to find. It was somewhere here, I think, if I remember correctly. Here or here. So it should be a complete free place, complete free to go, because we did all of this already. So just that we show her the evidence that we found traces of her brother. See what she makes out of that. And to learn also maybe a bit more about the story, because... Ah, there she is. Because I'm curious. They always talk about their father that seemed to be like someone or something powerful. But I have no idea what's up with them. It's a bit suspicious. I really want to learn what it is. Here she is. Dyla. Thornsbury. Any luck out there? Is this what you're looking for? Let's see. Tonic of clarity. Clears the mind and permits for the new spiritual journey. Ah, tuition point reset. Get it a lot lately. Dayla reads it over. Yes, that's definitely from Travis, that bastard. What now? Travis is right. I cannot follow him into the void, not without the humiliating sickness and overwhelming desire to mutilate my flesh and tear out my eyes. What? We don't all handle exposure to the void equally. Given that you are here and hadn't arrived by the method I used, then you must handle yourself better than I could within that forsaken reality. Travis taunting me to follow him there is either some sort of cruel joke or he knows that somebody is helping me. Neither is very comforting. There's only one Catonic rift in Moon there and it leads into the Cinder Wastes. If Travis really is this reckless, then that is the only place he could have gone. Please, investigate this lead for me as I cannot. If you do, I will give you something in return that's sure to make the risks worthwhile. I've been there. I found only his minions. So he knew I would follow. Then the notes he's been leaving me are not just his suspicions. Somehow he knows that he wants me dead. Or perhaps he's testing me. Is there anything else you found? Anything at all could serve as a clue. I did find something on his tour. I've never seen a flower quite like this, but it cannot be a coincidence. Travis is still bitter after our last encounter. The note on the flower confirms that. I will have to investigate further. Thank you for your assistance. You've been a tremendous help. I said I would make it worthwhile to you, and I intend to deliver. Here, a mighty weapon from another era. I hope it serves you well. So... is Travis really a threat to your father? I cannot say for sure, but he seems convinced that he has given this relentless pursuit. Our father was powerful, the most powerful mage I had ever known, but Travis has done some deplored things in order to catch up. What will you do now? With Travis traveling through the void, it is impossible to say where he will end up next. I have some ideas as to where he hopes to be, so perhaps I will find him there, along with these mysterious flowers. Thank you for your assistance, but unfortunately I'll have to take it from here on my own. You sure you can handle him by yourself? I've learned some tricks of my own. That story about the Weeping Willow, it really happened, though I did not give you the ending. It was a drawn-out battle for our very lives, but in the end I had Travis disarmed with the tip of my sword at his throat. Unfortunately, he also learned a few things since we last saw each other. Travis stunned me with a cloud of wild magic that I quickly worked to dispel, but by the time the haze had lifted, he was gone. His sword, the only reminder of our meeting. So it was really a true story, I see. You seem rather secretive about your father. He left us when we were still children and never returned, so I don't feel particularly protective of him. Honestly, there's so much misinformation out there, I'm not sure what to believe and what is myth. I know that he's a powerful mage and that he learned things about the arcane in his lifetime, but most only dream of. He also done some regrettable things in his days, things that dwarves now pursue. Regrettable things? When he taught us some rudimentary magic, he warned us of abusing it. In the past, he had used people often unwillingly as sources of power, even as conduits for his rituals. He did not hold anything back. He wanted us to know that magic is often ugly and can be misused in the wrong hands. I see. Okay, so that's what we get. That's rather not that much helping, but okay. So I guess we will see her again at some point. But now we continue to the steel cap quarter.
Ah.
No, not yet. We'll find them soon enough, because this is the next expansion, so we'll be ready for that at some other point. Not yet. But first, we need to go. Karina says you cleared the pass. Good luck up there. Let's see what awaits us in this area. Steel Cap District. Okay, so this is the place south of there. Usual fighting. That's a lot of enemies, actually. And it's not over yet. Shit, we maneuvered this again. It's a shitty situation.
That skill's not ready.
That was not much fun.
Can't do that.
No, no.
That skill's not ready.
Give me a break. Shoo. What a fight.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
What a fight. Shoo. Okay, so this is now our base of operations. Shush. Didn't expect that much of a heavy resistance. Inquisitor says we're not ready for assault on Cornhill, so their gates remain closed. I need to get to the steel cap district. I'm sorry, it's not my call. Okay, you don't seem happy about Creed. Look, I'm sure Creed knows what he's doing, but Corinia is the one who's kept us going. She's the reason we're still drawing breath. My allegiance is to her, but if she says to follow Creed's command, then that is what I'll do. I don't have to be happy about it, though. Okay, fair enough.
It's good to see the Steel Cap District again, even if it's worse for wear.
What's our next move?
I cannot say. Corinia and that Inquisitor are cooking up something new in the hopes of taking down Crown Hill. I'd speak to them.
Fair. Fair enough.
It's good to see this.
There was some fighting still going on up here. Let's see if we can find anything. Someone drawing spells at us, but we can't enter here, so... Guess that's for another time then. Yeah, books the way. Okay, and there's posts up there. Some people standing around
A
Ugram.
new blade, the nauseous clearing. I dare say it might be time to put these old bones back into the fray.
You sure you're up to this?
Don't worry about me. I'll be sure to avoid any tears in reality, if I can help it.
Fair enough.
You Legion metalheads work fast. I'm starting to believe maybe there's hope for us yet.
That's one way to say thanks.
Wouldn't want you to get too excited when the real fighting's still ahead. But I'm sure you don't do all this for the praise.
Well, maybe a little praise.
The outpost is ours, though it came with a cost. Those who lost their lives in the defense of mankind must never be forgotten. But we cannot let their sacrifices be in vain. We must push forward.
What's our next move?
Resistance had attempted to breach the gates of Crown Hill before, but they were not adequately prepared. The remains of their fallen still litter the streets, along with the explosives they had crafted for the task. I've prepared a powder that should magnify the properties of their makeshift bomb dramatically, enough to pierce those steel gates and give us an opening. I need you to take this powder and recover the explosives from the failed mission. Combine them at the Crown Hill gates and blast the damn things open. Only then will we have any hope of breaching the Fleshworks and destroying the Master of Flesh. Once through, secure a foothold and report to Ulgram, who will join you in the field.
What can we expect in Crown Hill?
We know that it is the stronghold of ethereal operations in the region. Within its walls is the center of the fleshy growth known as the Fleshworks, within which hides Theoden Marcel, the Master of Flesh. He is the mastermind behind the tragedies that befell Mammoth, Port Valbury, and who knows where else. His destruction will surely disrupt ethereal activities in the region and put a stop to whatever horrors he is preparing for humanity next. We cannot afford to fail here. The Resistance had attempted to breach the gates of Crown Hill.
Don't preach the gates then. Reads editor. Okay.
There you are. Creed said you might be able to help. Awful nice of him to set aside resources for us.
What is it?
While discussing the attack on Crown Hill, I brought up several targets that I consider of utmost importance if we are to ever secure the city. Creed was inclined to agree. If you are willing to help, speak to Captain Wilford. We've had some trouble in the Steel Cap district that requires immediate attention.
I'll speak to the captain then. Hey.
Corinia has given me the go-ahead to engage our efforts in the Steel Cap District. You in?
What do you have in mind?
The Steel Cap District was once the pride of Malmouth. Manufacturing facilities, forges, arcane shops, everything you could think of was once made here. All of it gone, destroyed in the carnage that ensued. But some of the old supplies still remain. If you're headed out into the Steel Cap District, keep an eye out for any old weapon caches or arcane supplies, such as enchanting powders and magical implements. We could use it all.
I'll find these supplies. Of course I do. That's what I'm here to do, I think. Okay, we are supposed to go into this mess then. Okay then, that's what we do. And later on, it will be going to the Flash works, but maybe not alone. Maybe we have the whole bed reversed in. That would be nice for once. So don't have to do that alone. Because it sounds terrible dangerous. So we have a list of targets to take out.
Can't do that.
And that was the person shooting at us all the time. What a random things to find. I wonder if we ever get any freaking rest. We're always like, first we save Devil Crossing, then we have to go to AoM, then we have to go to this Necropolis, fight for the Necromancers, do this, do that. Kinda exhausting. Go to all the places without any rest between. We're just running around like crazy people. Now we're in Malmö. What comes after this, I wonder? There's always something happening somewhere in the world, so no rest for heroes. Not that we need any, of course.
That skill's not ready.
Got some letters. Let's read those. Civils. That's powder. Let's see. Note to Amy Brennock. My lovely Amy, I have no hope that this message will find its way to you, but it offers me comfort to lay out my final thoughts to you. I still remember the look on your face when you discovered you were with child. How you thought you could hide it from me. All those long weeks. Is it the Amy that did the note from this guy that he traveled to? Yeah, she said he travels to the city all the time. So I guess it's the Amy from outside that was pregnant. How sweet. Now we find a conclusion to this story, even though it's still kind of sad because it's not a good conclusion. There was no hiding it. The joy was written all over your face. I will cherish that memory to the last of my hours. You must forgive me, my love, for I will not be returning to you. Something indescribable has happened in the city. There are so many people dead, killed and fighting that broke out overnight. There are other things, unimaginable things, terrors that roam the city, hunting people down and slaughtering wherever they hide. I am told there is no way out of the city now. The gates are barred and the bridge has been raised. But there are still people here, Amy. People I can help. I beg you for forgiveness. Should these words reach you, I implore you to leave this place behind. Leave the farm immediately and never return. I fear that whatever has happened in Malmö will spread beyond the city walls. Move swiftly and speak to no one. You must save yourself and our child. Find a place, a hidden place, and raise her well. Wherever you go, Amy, if I make it out of this place, I will find you. That is a promise. With all my love, Errol Brennock. How sad. Origins of the Slith? That's weird. When the first Slith began to appear in the area known as Whitemire, it became clear that Oswald did not create just one Slith. As this laboratory was never uncovered, officials could only guess that the origin of the new species, the Slith, were incredibly invasive, easily dominating the local food chain and reproducing at an alarming rate. That's this island, really at the beginning, not the Devil's Crossing is an island, and there's a laboratory where this guy moved with his family, but we couldn't enter because we didn't find the freaking key to it. That is exactly this laboratory. I know where it comes from. Ah, wow. So this, wow. So we close up on a lot of stories. As their numbers multiplied, the Sliths adopted a primitive tribal hierarchy with certain members of their packs exhibiting clearly authority over the rest. And perhaps most alarmingly of all, shamanistic behavior was reported among the Slith population, indicating a strong connection to the Aether and perhaps their unnatural origins. All efforts to exterminate the Slith proved fruitless, with the species simply returning at a new location from hidden nests and caverns. It is without a doubt that the action of one arrogant individual will continue to reverberate across countless generations to come. Sonic Heresy Part 4. Ooh. Wow. I want that. That's pretty cool. Justice, my brothers. Justice shall be swift and merciless, for it was tempered with fate, blood, and fear. Justice shall descend upon the heretic, unforgiving and relentless. Those that take up arms against the Catonian shall become the fiery vengeance of divine retribution. Those that call the Catonian god shall taste to its flame. Justice be done. So, but who is this? Who is talking so much against them? We'll find out at some point. But checking the time, we won't find out at this time because it's already late. We were going to... yeah, we reclaimed the old post that they had. We're going to the Steel Cap district in the next episode, trying to do whatever we can there before heading finally at the end to the Crown district at the Fleshworks. Going to stop whatever's going on there, and it sounds pretty dark. So let me thank you for watching, and I do hope you consider liking and subscribing, of course. That would mean a lot to me. That helps me grow the channel, get some audience, and maybe get some really cool stuff going. And I hope you are well. I hope you have a good time. I hope you take care of yourselves, of course. And we see each other soon in the next episode. I hope you're well, and until then, stay healthy. Take care, as usual, my lizard friends. I'm Sando. Keep on working. Until next time, bye!